Houston Texans take a little bit of a risk and grab themselves a veteran guard at a discounted price, even a Hall of Fame guard? Does that interest you?
Zach Martin retired. That sucked for that video. That's why we're talking about another old man at guard. And well, let's see what y'all think about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. You won't find anybody with more passion speaking about your favorite Houston sports teams than this guy right here. Astros, Rockets, Texans. I try to do it all. So go down in the comment section. Let me know. How would you feel about the Lions former guard? He is a free agent currently. He is an old man, Big Kevin Zeitler. All right, the former Bengal, the former Brown, former Raven and Giant. He has been a fantastic football guard everywhere he's been throughout his career, and he just landed with the Detroit Lions, who is now going to be a free agent this year. He was just making $6 million a year this previous year. He had his first Pro Bowl in 2023. Kevin Zeitler just plays good football. Let's just put it simple. He is not. I was thinking that maybe Zach Martin would be an option, and maybe the Houston Texans could get Zach Martin at a relatively discounted price as a guy that is a future Hall of Famer. But Kevin Zeitler is one of those Hall of Very good players. He's a very good football player. He does it still at an elite level. Just this previous year had one of his best seasons as well with the Detroit Lions. Now, the door isn't ultimately closed with the Lions. He could go back, and they are Super Bowl contenders this coming year as well. And, you know, the Detroit Lions, they have Graham Glasgow at the other guard, and then they have this rookie named Christian Mahogany that Lions really liked in his two starts there. He played very good football for them. Maybe they go into a youth movement, or there's the other end of this where they could cut Graham Glasgow. And so now you have an opportunity, Texans fans, where you're looking at a Graham Glasgow who didn't have his best year for the Detroit Lions, but still plays the guard at a very good level too. Or you could get this old man in Kevin Zeitler, who is 34, maybe 35 years old now, but again, still playing football at a very high level, and it shouldn't cost you that much either. Like I said, he was just currently making $6 million a year for the Detroit Lions. He is currently on his market value on Spotrac, supposed to make about $9 million on the open market. So who knows? Maybe a $10 million contract, 1 year deal. It doesn't shy you away from drafting a guard either. Or you can go in the other direction. And if the rumor is true that the Lions are cutting Graham Glasgow and they want to move forward with Mahogany as a second-year player going into their offensive line and pen him in as a starter, Graham Glasgow is not a bad option. Now, I understand he didn't have his best of years with the Detroit Lions this previous year, but the guard position is very much in a hectic situation, especially anything that considers the offensive line, a Houston Texan. There's a problem, as we all know from fans around Houston. We know the O-line is a problem. Graham Glasgow is still better than what you currently have. If he's cut, you could get him at a pretty discounted price. Him or Kevin Zeitler. Obviously, Zeitler's the better option. You know, the top 10, top 5 guard in the NFL. On the open market. Again, a relatively discounted price compared to somebody like Trey Smith, who's going to be getting close to 20 to 25 million on the market. Kevin Zeitler is not going to command that much money, but you are going to have to spend a little bit if you want to keep him away from retaining with the Detroit Lions. So maybe you stick with Kevin Zeitler. Maybe you look at the cut candidate at Graham Glasgow. The Houston Texans have a few options there, but two Detroit Lions could be in the midst of the Texans' vision. I would not mind Zeitler here in Houston. Don't mind the age. Again, only a 1 year deal would make perfect sense. have him here in Houston, and you immediately put him next to Blake Fisher, a rookie going into his second year, and that's going to help the development of Blake Fisher. It's also going to help the development of your center. I still think that Drew Scruggs is going to be the center of this team. That's just my opinion. I think with better coaching, more people on it, and he doesn't have the responsibility of calling out who is the mic and who's blitzing and protection calls and all that. Like, now that responsibility falls on the quarterback shoulders of CJ Stroud. I think Scruggs could play a lot better. And then again, if you had it a Kevin Zeitler or even a Graham Glasgow, who's another veteran in this league, those two guys immediately help the others next to them, the center and the right tackle specifically. Graham Glasgow could play right guard, even though he's playing left guard. No problem there. The Houston Texans, maybe they make this move. Maybe this is the move to help the offensive line. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. What do you think? Graham Glasgow, Kevin Zeitler, names you're not familiar with, but very good to help this offensive line. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.